Greetings, YTPC. Scott the Night Train Piper here, coming to you from the mountains of Southern California. And I'm smoking St. Bruno Ready Rubbed. And this is just a basket pipe. I call it my big basket pipe. It's my latest pipe acquisition. I really like this. It's a huge bowl, deep bowl. And it smokes really great, but absolutely no markings on this whatsoever. So I don't know anything about it, except that I love it. I gotta clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna do that as part of a subject of a future video, I think. So yeah, I don't know how long St. Bruno Flake will be around with the changes in set list. So I'm smoking it just to see if I want to stock up on it, and I think I do. It's a great smoke. Never know what might happen. I'm going to do something a little different in this video. Just show a video of a recent trip I took to Guatemala. This trip was a mission trip, short-term mission trip. We went from November 8th through November 9th. We flew back 5 days. 4 days were spent doing missions work, and the last day was spent being a tourist. So my wife and I, we've supported through an organization called Hope Chest. We've supported a group of workers down in Guatemala City who provide schooling, religious schooling, and also skill training to a group of very underserved children who live and work in maybe the biggest market in Latin America. It's called the terminal market. It's down in the middle of Guatemala City, a very dangerous area, huge sprawling market, but not a great place to raise children. The people actually there, they either live on the street, or they sleep on the street, or they sleep in these little tiny one-room apartments that are actually locked up at night. The government comes through and padlocks them at night, so it locks you in. And then the daytime you can come out, but there's no bathrooms, no showers. It's just a box, a steel box, basically. And there's tons of these little rooms. I mean, it's great that they provide them place to live, but they're not too fancy, So, but the children schooling down there, the schools don't have room for all the kids that are there that need schooling. And so there's a lot of, once they reach their limit of children, that's it. They don't accept any more, And you can actually get kicked out for being late, and then someone else will get your slot. It's that competitive for a seat in the schools. It's all the way from elementary through high school. So Puerto de Esperanza serves a great purpose down there. And we've seen that in the 8 years we've supported them, they've grown from just a couple of staff members working with a handful of children to now they have, I think, 15, 16 staffers full-time, including some of the youth who have come up in their group, in their care point. And then they also have something like 100 children that they're working with, rotating through. So it's really great to see the growth, and the woman down there in charge, Jomara, she is just a pistol, a fireball. She just works very hard. So do all the staff, and they love the children. So it was a real privilege to go down there and see them. We support the organization, as I said, by visiting. We haven't been able to go the last few years since COVID started, so this is the first time that we've been able to go back since then. So it was great to just see all the changes, see what they've done. The other thing I was going to mention is just, being down in a country like that, and seeing the poverty, it can't help but affect you. It makes you grateful for all that you have. So I hope you're grateful for all that you have, and for living in this great nation of the United States, those that do. And for those of you who don't, I'm sure you live in a great place too. I don't know much about many other countries. Having only visited a few, but I think anywhere you live, be grateful for what you have. Share what you have. Always appreciate that, that but for the grace of God, we all could be in a much different state than we are. So with that, I'm going to show a video of the trip to Guatemala. So I'll just walk you through it real quick. It shows us coming in, landing. Then it shows the Puerto de Esperanza itself, where we did most of our work. Then we took the kids to a camp, spent a couple of days at a camp called Eco Janaya. Then we went back and worked in the care point some more, took a tour, a home visit, you could call it, of going and seeing the terminal market, and meeting some of the families that Puerto de Esperanza works with. And then the last day is spent in and around Antigua as a tourist, basically going around there and seeing some sights. Me and my wife went to a park there called Finca al Pilar, and we did some shopping and that kind of stuff. So enjoy the video. I've spoken too much. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little taste of Guatemala. I sure enjoyed going. And, I wanted to show you something else. I did pick up some touristy stuff. T-shirts, couple T-shirts. Didn't have that much time to shop, actually. Um, every day we were just worked from sun up to sundown and past that. So I did manage to get a cigar, though, while I was there. This is a Nicaraguan cigar. Torero is the brand. Torero. So, there was a cigar shop in Antigua, but I didn't get over to it because I was sort of stuck with my group and wasn't really able to break free, alas. However, we went to a chocolate shop, and that cigar was in the chocolate shop being sold. And while we were driving around, I actually saw boxes of Cuban cigars here and there. Yeah, that would have been fun to bring back. United States won't allow you to bring that back, though. But, I've heard people doing things to bring them back in a clandestine manner. All right, so switching gears real quick. Ragamuffin Piper asked us a question. What did our what kind of words of wisdom, or what did we get passed down to from our mentor or father, etc.? It was mostly for fathers. So real briefly, I don't want to be in the contest really. I just have too much stuff already, but I wanted to answer the question. My dad, he's an engineer, chemical engineer, but he was always inventing things, and he always also was just really handy around the house. And he pretty much believed he could do anything. I've seen him work on everything from washing machines to boats to cars to building kayaks. He and I both built one for each of us, and doing carpentry, all kinds of stuff, and I inherited that from him. I like to do my own work. I like to work with my hands. I like to do problem solving. I like to just, I see something that needs doing around the house and I do it. And if I don't know how to do it, I learn how. I got that from him. So that's it. And I hope y'all enjoyed this little taste of Guatemala in this video. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. Take care.